You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's our mantra here at WZYE 95.9 FM. We originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself, the one and only, the man they call Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Professor, it's a pleasure seeing you again. How was your 2 days off?
Tommy boy was very busy and splendiferous and marvelous.
Well, I can imagine. You must have been very happy with the family. I can just imagine. It's just my imagination at work here.
Yeah. Correct is right. It was very splendiferous. I can't complain. You know.
Yeah. Well, I see that picture you posted.
Yeah. I have up a little picture there. So, folks, my daughter got married yesterday.
Let's see pictures of the bride.
Tommy, I'm sorry, but I don't expose my kids to social media.
Okay.
I've never done it, and I do expose my wife, my son, or my daughter to social media.
It's okay. I understand.
Yeah. So I like to keep that private. But you can get picture of me, or you could get picture of me, or you could kind of imagine. You understand? Imagine. Yeah. You know, because Tommy, in this thing that we're doing here, you know, it has some people that are evil and wicked.
True.
You understand? And
True.
for
You have
me,
to safeguard.
yeah.
Be safe than sorry.
I hold that very, very, very close to my chest. Close to my chest. You understand? But Tommy, I had to tell you the truth. It was really, 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 really outstanding. I reached home 1:00 this morning. Yeah. And in spite of reaching home 1:00, Tommy.
You had to get up to go to work.
More than that. What else?
You had to run.
Correct is right. I went and I ran 6 miles this morning. And the thing about it, Tommy, I ran my fastest 6 miles ever. 43 minutes and 9 seconds. Fastest ever.
You were souped up.
I am, man. I was souped up, man. Souped up. And on Sunday, we had a little celebration at our house. You know, that was family. You know, my son-in-law's family, and it was really, really good, man. You know, but I know that you and COP did a splendiferous job.
All right,
And,
thank you.
You know, I get message people say, "Oh, you all did a real good job." So I mean, you know, I know it's safe in the hands of yourself and COP. Let me say thank you to COP for continue to flag, continue to fly the flag of WZYE very, very high.
I want to thank COP. He was exceptional.
Yeah, man. You know, and as busy I was, Tommy, I didn't have a chance to even come in for a minute. You understand? Because it was non-stop party, man, non-stop party.
I hear you.
No, man, it was, you know, and it's interesting, right, Tommy? My son, Dr. Lebon, he was the he actually married his little sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He controlled the ceremony. He had them take their vows, everything. You understand? So it was yeah, Tommy, I have to tell you the truth, as a little black boy from Chumaka, Clavantil, you know, I count my blessings every day and thank God for, you know, what he have done with me and my family. You understand? Because you can't do these things alone, man.
True.
You have to do it. Yeah, there's some people say a religious side, some people say a spiritual side. You know what I mean? So I was very proud, proud. And as you all can see, you know what I mean. I was very proud of my daughter. I'm proud of my son. Of course, this don't happen without. As I always said, I have two bosses: my wife and my daughter. Them
I
is my
hear you.
You know what I mean? And she did the thing to me, boy. A wedding today, boy. Lord have His mercy. That's all I could say. Lord have His mercy. Yeah, yeah. And it was nice to see friends from my high school. There was a lot of Tommy boy. They had a cocktail hour, Tommy. The cocktail hour alone, Tommy, was like the entree. Man. But it was I can't, you know, you remember that song we just play? Um Drinking from my saucer,
Right.
and I can't complain. I can't complain. I just cannot complain. But anyway, Tommy, who was first in Monday and Tuesday? I mean Sunday and Monday. You remember?
Um, Troy Smith was in first one day,
Monday.
and then yesterday it was Mr. Intellectual.
Hey,
Yeah, I was surprised.
hey. But wait, he making a comeback.
He made a comeback.
No, he making. He just start. Tommy, I think he should call up the West Indies, eh? Because the West Indies in India and again licks like peas.
Oh man.
Tommy, the game. What happened to the West Indies, boy? I don't know, eh? But anyway, let me go to the chat. Hey, Tommy,
Soul was first today.
boy, he pull a thing, boy. We Soul boy. Congratulations, brother. WZYE road clear today, boy. No traffic.
Hmm.
uh WZYE, boy. Good afternoon, WZYE and listeners. Hey, but Tommy, look, who here?
Yeah, I saw that.
And he come in second too,
Yep.
And he even beat Volsang, Tommy.
Yep.
We boy. Rennie, welcome back, boy. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Love in yours, boy. I Dr. Love,
The love.
Dr. Love, boy. Respect to the panel, Mr. Wars, Mr. Tommy. Full respect, Dr. Love. Full respect.
Welcome home, Doc.
We are welcome home. Budget confirmed for October the 13th, but who leaked the information beforehand? Snakes in the UNC, boy. Yeah,
Hmm.
boy. They leaked that information, but you think it's easy? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. That guy making too many errors.
Who's that?
The one who send the information to the news today.
Who guys that?
Well, I'm trying to remember what's his title.
In the government?
Yeah.
Huh? Let me take this call. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Blessed evening to Uncle T and everybody on the chat.
Yeah, man.
I still am taking that one for yesterday because I saw Walsam was in first and I think was Anna and somebody else. But anyhow,
So,
I
how you get to the top? How you get to the top?
that's what I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes things I don't know, something that be going on that chat, boy. Sometimes I tell you, sometimes I go in first and next thing you know, I see my name gone all kind of 3-4 time downstairs and things. So you don't really bother. I don't really bother.
You see,
You know what I
you
mean?
can't blame me now. You can't blame me because I ain't touched nothing. I just put it out and I stand clear.
I can't afford to blame nobody.
Yeah.
You understand? I know how the system does operate. Anyhow,
Yeah, man.
seeing that we started talk about this leak thing and all this kind of thing, you see how wicked this judicial system is?
Yeah. Correct.
Now you go tell me that these fellas and them, right? They don't have enough information. Let me leave Dr. Lee aside just for a minute. They hold a man since in 2007, right? They lock him up for murder. They beat him. They do him all kind of thing. And next thing you know, the man walking for free.
Yeah.
You understand? And we gotta turn around and pay he a whole set of money for they locking him up and beating him and taking out false information from the man.
Yeah.
18 years. But look at how long it takes for it to come to here in 18 years.
Right. You could imagine that. And on top of that, they revamped this whole thing with Dr. Lee. But you know, none of them never investigate this same car business that went on with Faris Alwari and the man in the Integrity Commission. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to hear about that, you know. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. And next thing the commissioner of transport said that he didn't do nothing wrong. I want them investigate that too, you know.
Yep.
I want to find out about the Caliber Foundation and what went on with the other people who were involved in that when Marlene McDonald did. If they started to look into that, or if they're still looking into that, or if it's still on the books, or if that just gone dead.
Yeah.
We ain't hearing nothing, you know.
Yeah.
All these allegations that they're making against these ministers and them, I ain't hear nobody pulling for investigation or anything like that. Tell me if something not afoot. Huh?
Yep.
Something doesn't
13th
add up.
is the budget, right?
Yeah. October 13th.
The 13th is the budget.
Yeah.
You see when they arrest the man?
Correct is right.
On the 7th.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
Tell me if something not wrong in this system. You tell me after 2 years, since in 2022, you know, this thing done, you know.
Correct.
23, 24, we in 25, going in 3 years, and boom, you get a judicial order now to restart this case. Or just tell me if something wrong with my mind, or I might be drinking something that ain't agreeing with me. My mind just ain't functioning properly, and I thinking something strange. Anyhow,
All right.
we will talk later. And congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Defender, welcome. Defender.
Greetings, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Greetings.
Yeah, Defender. Good evening.
Wall Street, first of all, let me start off by saying, let justice take its course no matter who it is, right?
Correct.
But, did a court of law send a file to the DPP to do investigation on someone else? Where is that investigation today?
That's a good question, man.
You have to start off my conversation, eh?
It hung up in cyberspace somewhere. It's up in cyberspace.
Let the law take its course. Let me. You hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes. Where is that investigation?
Well, you see, the other one took 18 years. The other one took 18 years, so this might take That might take another 2 decades too.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy the Sunday night. I'll come back in.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah. Yeah, Walls is Dr. Cook may he or may go, whatever you said.
Mm.
Is who they blaming for leaking to the press the information about the budget being read on the 13th.
Where they get that information from?
He said it was sent to him. Somebody sent him an email that he shared that he wasn't supposed to share.
Okay, let me take this call. All right, yeah. Go on. This sent him an email that he wasn't supposed to share. Yeah, KFC. KFC. KFC.
Hello, good night, Professor Washington
Good night.
and Uncle Tommy.
Good night, man.
Hey, KFC.
Congratulations to your daughter. I hope the husband treats you right
Correct.
and take care of your daughter.
Yeah, man.
They say they'll show your kids and them on social media.
Yeah.
And I like to see the princess you have. Rather fly across here and take Sherry for me, man. She married too, but I would have a nice relationship and she life happy, like Papi.
Correct is right.
But we have an informer, a snake in the UNC. We had to find a snake and the coffee. I don't know, Mr. Worship. Yeah, the Piro. Really was the Piro thing. I could pronounce his name good. You know, he's a whole snake. Yeah, he come and share out information with the finance minister. He come out to share it with the public. He hears something and that's come and that's true. So just so all them fast so you still look at them and shut the party. Well, I had David.
Yeah, KFC, where that information come from? Where that information come from?
The man was trying to write history over again. Remember?
Who's that?
Cook may go.
𝐶𝐬𝐥𝐿. That the period for the UNC?
But who said was him released the information?
That was all over. I heard and the black eye man who got 10 like a nail, who was a 91.9. When he was the free last night, he was looking like a whale.
Yeah.
Saying they see leak that information.
But how, I don't understand if you the public relation officer for a party, how you could leak that information.
I find the Prime Minister said Pui and Pui need August and discipline him. Because they're not see business, you know, the finance minister. Not so?
That's right.
You can't wait for the finance minister to come and do his job and hold a press conference and see when it's budget and all them kind of thing. We don't get into it. But Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
I hear the Honorable Minister David Lee from housing. He get arrested, but we are letting the law take his course because the law is for everybody. Okay, you're big, you're small, you're large, the law take its course.
Correct is right. And don't let people run to no judgment. You know, people go be judgmental because of the UNC. All kind of things they come out, and all them Zandolis and them compare them Zandolis.
I know, well, the PNM can't get something to talk about.
I tell you, all the
know that and
yeah,
they're coming out now. And they're playing back there and this and that and all kind of thing. And you gotta wash your foot and come back, play him and come back. So what should I feel you gotta take that bus?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Tommy, I wasn't too accurate on the leak. So people are saying it's the PRO who leaked it.
Well, the PRO contacted Newsday with the information before it was broadcast by the finance minister.
So what should happen in that situation, Tommy?
It wasn't his role to leak that information. The finance minister is who needed to make the announcement. So he basically was winding out a section.
So he's batting out the crease then.
Yeah, he wasn't saying any lane.
Well, don't you think he was thinking, since he's the PRO for the party, that he could release that information?
Even if he's thinking, he had to know what is correct and what is not.
Okay. So, well, I want to agree that I want to believe that important information like that should come directly from the Minister of Finance.
Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen, and that's what eventually did happen.
But you sure there is not something in between there, Tommy, that we don't know?
Well, I don't know what we don't know, what we do know, but all I know is that he was deemed to be out of time in.
Do you think he go get reprimanded for that?
Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Okay. So, folks, what is your take on that? What is your take on that? People are saying that that information should not have been released by anyone other than maybe the Minister of Finance or the Prime Minister.
Correct.
But we don't know where he got his marching orders from.
He didn't get his marching orders. He was notified that the 13th was going to be budget day, and he spilled it right away.
What if he was notified, Tommy, and he's the public relation officer? What does that tell him?
It wasn't his position or his job to leak that. The finance minister is who had to make the announcement.
Yeah, I want to believe, Tommy, that, and I'm being logical here. I'm being logical that if you get something and you're the public relations officer of the party, you want to think that you can release that information. Unless someone told you, don't release it. So if he wasn't told what to release it, Tommy, and you're the public relations officer, what are you supposed to do with it?
But he wasn't supposed to. First to begin, the UNC don't have a press person. Okay. If they had a press person, the press person would be who would go through.
So all right, let me read something from the chat, Tommy. Tommy Mohammed says, look at the way it matters. Look at the way it matters now, how the info comes out, the date is set. Semantic 62 said, but Walsh, that's the job of the finance minister.
Correct.
Anthony Ford said Kirk was off by releasing that info. He was off, or maybe his mouth slipped. Right? Semantic 62 said he should get shuffled out. Mr. Intellectual says, I think the government needs to have a Ministry of Communication. He's the pro of the UNC and not the government. Well, think about it this way. Think about it this way, Mr. Intellectual. Most of the time, information from the government will go to the public relations officer. Correct, Kami?
Yeah, but the government need to have a press secretary.
But I don't think in the United States here we have something called a press secretary. Right?
We have something that media something. What is it we have?
Who? The government?
Yeah, there's somebody.
No, the other Ministry of Communication. You remember that fella named the nosebreaker fella? He used to be the communication guy for the former government.
Yeah, I'm saying in the US there's something equivalent to.
No, there's a press secretary. She does all the briefings, all the conference, everything.
Correct.
Yeah, the press secretary comes out and brief the media about everything that's going on. You know,
and that's what the UNC doesn't have.
Well, I think that's kind of Barry Padarat.
No, Padarat. I don't think he has that title.
You don't think so? Okay, so Dolly Mullet says minister arrested Mayhew doing what he wants. Bacchanal start with the government. How come that is Bacchanal? Oh God, boy. All ain't easy. You know. Monica Ramkis gonna say 𝐒𝐫𝐸𝐿 wasn't part of the reshuffle. I don't think COP welcome.
Professor Walsh, good night to you.
Good night to you.
Good night to you, Uncle. Uncle Tommy, good night to you.
Good night, COP.
To the listeners. And good night to the listeners of WZYE 95.9. Well, you had a proud day yesterday, Professor Wall Street. You're born about 3 pounds. Born about that 3 pounds. I find like I see some sadness in your eyes still. I still see some sadness in your face. But I don't think such is life.
What's COP, you think I should have tea or not? What do you think?
Yeah, that must come.
Yeah.
That must come.
Yeah, I'm a lighter, yeah. I sit down in front there, and my wife sitting down next to me, and she had to give her a napkin.
Of course.
Yeah. That must come. And you can't even stop that.
Yeah,
you can't even stop that.
Correct.
Can't do nothing about that. That's your baby.
Yeah.
That's true, no?
You can't stop that.
Boy, I couldn't. I listen to myself now. I tell myself, boy. And hear this now. Sunday, hear all of them saying, the first person to cry is you. They're telling me that. All of them. You go be the first person to cry.
Even though you try to hide that, because somebody will see you. That's spiritual. Yeah. That is tears of love and passion and dedication and dedication. Yeah.
Boy, you're happy for your child.
That is a Chumakata, poor man that leave Chumakata, and that is the success that comes.
COP, you know, seriously, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have some people that tell me, "Oh shit, why you just always talk about Chumakak? Look how long you leave Chumakak and you still talking about Chumakak." I say, boss, only leave me there. Why you want to talk about now?
And let me tell you something. And this is important. You leave Chumakata, and you just still assist people in Chumakata. No?
Correct is right. Yeah.
You just still have a food drive, and you just still have a this and a that, and assist the people and them. No?
Correct is right. Yeah.
And today it still have people that leave Chumakata doing that still. No?
Correct. Yeah.
Still doing that. So take 10 out of 10 for that. Take 10 out of 10 for that. David Lee, they can do what they want. They can't keep a good man down, and you don't pelt empty mango tree. I song like them PNM activists now. You don't pelt empty mango tree. It's because there's some mango they see they want and they come in at it. I leave that alone. But it had a tornado in Trinidad. especially in the constituency where Keith Rowley represented for 40 years. In the constituency, Trinidad and Tobago, where Keith Rowley represents for 40 years. It's not he to blame for that tornado. It's nature.
Yeah. True.
But you make it your business to run down the one time, knowing that you benefit from that community. That is the shameful part about it. You reach down over there, Rowley, to know that these people them keep you for 40 years, and you reach down over there. Look how fast 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐿, man, go down there.
Yeah.
And assist the people and them.
Correct is right. Yeah. Yeah.
Professor Wall Street, the media said in minutes, the minister was over there and give out tarpaulin. She said I couldn't have give anything but tarpaulin to cover off roof and thing, because the bed and everything wet and thing. In minutes, those things happen. Keith Rowley couldn't have been down there to show sympathy, show I say our assistant will help you. Yeah? You stay Tobago, amount your goat pen. Or it might be some luxury building here. Why is the people them giving the opportunity for 40 years down there, and you make it your business to go down by there? Where Penny? How Penny? I see Penny down there. As leader of the PNM.
She ain't going down there.
But they're the leader supposed to be. Munilal not supposed to be. Munilal not supposed to be with Kamala everywhere. But Penny supposed to be down there. She want to know why Munilal didn't go away with the Prime Minister.
You know, COP, boy, I find Penny. It's like the more Penny's talk, the more weak she sung. But where Munilal, and trying to make her slip of the tongue with respect to what she want to call him. You understand? That's why you can't have mercy on them.
Rude. And we can never see her as an aspiring leader. She lose that quality. In fact, she had that quality. Thank you, Professor Wall Street. Uncle Tommy?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, man. Bless. So, Tommy, let me get back to the chat because it's interesting what different people are saying in the chat. Right? Semantic 62 said he's a waste of time. Try to let him go with his foreign accent. Oh, God, buddy. Tommy, if we had a foreign accent, what did I say about we, boy? I said we just come to America and we talk in America. Nah. Ms. Santiago says, my thought exactly, Wall Street, that he thought that being the PRO, he could have it, but he did apologize and withdrew it. Yeah, I will think, Tommy. This is not picking no sides, you know. I will think, as a PRO of the party and the amount of information he does put out on a daily basis, you will think if you get something that it is clear for you to put it out in the public space. And if it was not, you did the right thing, you apologize. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Anderson and Joel Kudong and the Bitam down there. And COP, Mr. Washington, for that 2 days when he was in the COP along the program in a proper way.
Yeah, man.
And we had to give him that play there too.
Yeah, man.
But you apologize?
That's what they say. They say.
But Mr. Washington, if all of these soldiers, and we create a place, then you will come out and inform and way.
No, but KFC, we have to understand this thing, you know. We using this thing a little too vanilla. If I am the public relations officer of the party in power, and every single other day, 5 release come to my email or my WhatsApp,
Yeah.
and I releasing all them information. It is normal for me that if something comes in, for me to just release it. And now,
Wow.
I don't think, and I think you have to be careful, because I always say this, KFC, is that none of us are perfect. And
True.
what happens is that I always give this example. I give the 9 times table to my class. 9 times 1 is 9. And at the last one, I said 9 times 10 is 91. Now I have
Yeah.
90% correct and I have 1 wrong. But everybody
Yeah.
will look at the 1 wrong that I have. And he, as the public relations officer of the UNC, in
Yeah.
my estimation, this is a mistake that he made. He apologized for the mistake, but we can't beat him up. We can't beat him up for that and say there's dissension between him and this one and that
But
one.
Mr. Washington, he might make about Mr. Washington he might make 3 mistakes, 3 strike and out.
What is the other mistake he made?
When he tried to write history
Yeah, correct. All right.
with this background
Yeah.
and next background he make. But Mr. Let me be real. Remember, he's a kind of white jacket, black jacket.
Nah, man, he's the PRO of the UNC. I don't think he's a white jacket black. I think he's the public relations officer of the UNC.
He was never with the PN, never with the PN, am I wrong? And former party.
You know, I don't remember that. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yes.
Well, do some research about him.
Yeah, man.
You gotta watch them snakes and the party too. Bless you. Don't sugarcoat nothing for them.
Yeah. Non sugarcoat.
Yeah, love.
Yeah, all right. Now, Tommy, I'm not sugarcoating anything here, but Tommy, if you are the public relations officer for a party and you've been getting a lot of information, Tommy, right? Most people will say, well, you know what? That information, he should have thought about it and he should have contacted the Minister of Finance, right? That's what most people will say, right? But hindsight is 2020, right? If he made a mistake and he sincerely apologized, I think we have to take his apology and don't try to read any more into it. That's my thinking. That's just what I have to say. What says you, Tommy?
Well, what you say is fair, except that he's supposed to know what is expected of him. Something as serious as the budget.
Tommy, you what you just do there, Tommy, it's called a sleight of hand. You give it to me in one hand and you take it away in the next hand.
Not really.
Yeah. But should you really know that, Tommy? Should you really know that? So,
you know, not having a press secretary gives him that opening to be the liaison between the government and the press.
Yeah, but a press secretary wouldn't do what he does, though, Tommy. Because he also shares news information about the government.
Right, which is what a PRO does.
But he's a PRO for the UNC. You see, because what we have to understand here, Tommy, he's a PRO for the UNC, and the UNC is the government of the country.
Sure.
Yeah? So if the government puts out something and he shares it, he's not really the PRO for the government, but you could say he actually is. Because I will believe most of the information will come to him before it goes to anyone else. Anyway, let me finish in the chat here. Volsang said, look like somebody looking to get his head bust. Batman says, of course he should be reprimanded. Anthony Ford says, Dr. David Lee rearrest is politically motivated. The enemy is trying hard to weaken CAMS and her government. And by the way, folks, the government did issue, or the UNC did issue a press release. And the press release states, let me read that for you guys. Hold on, Let me read that press release for you guys, what it says. The press release says, United National Congress, well, the UNC put out a press release. Media release to all editors from Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, SC political leader, date 7th of October 2025, statement on MP David Lee. We have respect for the courts of the land. Minister Lee was acquitted of these allegations before. Now that the charges have been relayed, we have confidence in the court he will deliver. We have confidence in the court to deliver a just result. Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, SC, political leader. So that is the release from the UNC, right? Now think about this, Tommy, right? Say exactly what I was saying now. Was that a release from the government, or was that a release from the UNC? Exactly the point I was making. Huh? That is the exact point I was making. That doesn't have the government letterhead on it, you know. That is the UNC letterhead.
But look at the person who disseminated the information.
Say that
the
again?
The leader disseminated the information, though.
You see, Tommy, you're doing sleight of hand, man.
No.
I didn't tell you about the leader. I tell you about the UNC, the difference. The UNC released that on their letterhead. So did that come from the government?
No, it came from the leader, who happens to be the person who's governing.
So it come from the government. It came from the government. Anyway, let me finish in the chat here. Hold on, Let me go back here. Let me go down here though. Ken John, welcome. John Usuna, yeah. George Ramdeen, is that double jeopardy? I'm only asking. Both technically. Mr. Intellectual says both technically. Yeah? So, Caribbean Soul saying that's a release from the party, not a government release.
But the party is in governance, so it's from both.
So if you want to get to the nitty-gritty, here what we will see. The only time it's a government release is when it's on a government letterhead. Correct? And when it's on a UNC release, when it's on a UNC letterhead, it's a release from the party. However, what about if the content of both is the same? Content in both is the same. All right. Good night to everyone on the live. John Juan Osuna, welcome. Ken John, welcome. CV said he's the PR, it is his responsibility to resend. Darren Red said, no Wall Street. This information was about the national budget. Someone leaked it on Facebook. It's the PRO job to verify any information received with the Prime Minister. It is the Prime Minister called to release the information or not. Okay. Anthony Ford says, Hanef, exactly. The real budget is on the 13th, folks.
Yep.
Hanef, Mr. Intellectual said the pro gives information only when called to do so. The PRO gives information only when called to do so. So Mr. Intellectual, again, if information is sent to him, so do you believe every single thing that's sent to him, right? He gives an instruction what to do with it? Do you believe that, Tony?
Nope.
Okay. Troy Smith, welcome. Uncle Tommy and Anselm, bless, good night. I think we might be
It's top of the hour.
all right, folks. Nita Ramlar says, Tommy and George Ramlin, good evening. Yeah, Ken John says, all kind of fake news we getting when the real budget, and someone tell me the real budget is let me take this call real quick. Mr. Intellectual, you have 30 seconds before we go for the break.
Yeah, I realize that. What I'm saying is that in an organization, once it get as a PRO, your duty is to disseminate information that is you are called upon to disseminate. If not, whatever information come before you, you keep it there until you are instructed to give it out to who you need to. Okay. Unless the management doesn't give you that order, you can't go out and do it on your own, even though you're GPRO.
All right. Okay. All right.
Bless you.
Thanks. Yeah. Folks, we're going to take that break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, as you join us, do your WZYE Civic Duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And please share the live.
Yeah, folks, we're going to take that break. Anderson, call back. We're taking a break.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Folks, I want to say something, okay? What you can do is subscribe to WZYE TV on YouTube. And once you subscribe, anytime we go live, you will get the link immediately. Okay, so the easiest thing to do is not to wait for me to send the link on WhatsApp. Subscribe to WZYE TV, and you will easily get the link every single time. That once that link is sent out, you'll get a notice that we are going to be going live. Okay? So don't forget. That's why we tell you subscribe to WZYE TV. Yeah? And don't forget, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509.
So let me read something from the the research, WZYE research analyst. Caribbean Soul. A public relation officer manages an organization's image and reputation by creating and disseminating positive information through various communication channels like press release, social media, and public events. Their work involves media relations, strategic planning, campaign analysis, and crisis communication to influence public opinion and build customer loyalty. PR officers can work for companies, non-profits, government, or as independent consultants. Yeah, Tommy?
Yep.
He can work for the government, right? So, yes, there's a significant difference. A government release is an official communication from a government body, while a party release is a communication from a political party. Government releases inform the public about policies, services, and official actions, whereas party releases promote the political party's agenda, candidates, and viewpoints, often with a focus on generating support and public awareness. Let me take this call. That's from the WZYE research analyst.
Yeah, hello, good night, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah,
Give me one second.
welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street. I see you was missing, but you know, I'm just coming in and out. Well, would your son get married or something? Because I don't even know. I just say you was crying and your wife had to give you. I don't know what's going on. So, assuming as a detective I am, that your son get. I know you say, huh? I hear you say you was crying and you know you go cry close and all.
My daughter got married yesterday.
Oh, your daughter.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay, it was because I say how you're crying for your son.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
telling
shed
me.
a few tears.
Okay, you said a few. That's good. But it's the daughter. Okay, all right. Well, if I excuse you, well, congratulations to you and the Mrs. LeBon and everybody for doing a splendiferous job. And now you're going to be soon be an empty nester again, I guess. So anyway, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, good night. Good night, everybody at WZYE. I keep mixing it up from time to time, but I want to just comment on two things quickly because you're talking about 𝐾𝐸𝐕𝐄, and I have no fight in the dance. I don't know Mr. 𝐸𝐈𝐋𝐿𝐸. I know he's the UNC PRO, and I know you're talking about the delineation between a PRO as opposed to a communications minister, which they had in the PNM. And I think the person who deals with communication in the office of the Prime Minister, I think is Nicholas Morris, and I think Barry Padarat also has some responsibility. But I think Nicholas, Adam, and Barry Padarat are the ones who kind of fill that role. But that being said, do you know that the 13th, that date of the 13th was being floated on almost 2 weeks ago? So there were rumors in the context of when the budget date would be. But I just did some research and they said here, I just want to read quickly. It said the circumstances behind UNC PRO Dr. 𝐾𝐸𝐕𝐄's releasing the budget date for the UNC are quite interesting. It appears, this is what it says, that Dr. 𝐾𝐸𝐕𝐄 accidentally shared a flyer with the budget details, including the date, October 13th at 1:30 p.m. via WhatsApp. The flyer was supposed to be confidential, but it quickly spread online, causing embarrassment for the government. But these are the key points. The leak, Dr. 𝐾𝐸𝐕𝐄 claimed he mistakenly shared someone else's post, which included the budget date and other details. Government reaction: Finance Minister and other officials distanced themselves from the leak, while PM Mrs. Prasad Bisesa maintained her signature poker face, saying only that the budget will be soon. So the public reaction, the leak led to memes and jokes online, with many Trinbagonians already knowing the budget date before an official announcement was made. Previous statement by Mrs. Bisesa Prasad had mentioned she was working on a budget in Washington and wanted to review the final draft before the confirming date. So you're going to hear back and forth, but I think it was probably an inadvertent mistake from what I heard, because as I said, I knew of this date because they were flouting the idea. I heard this on radio. I didn't hear this from, is either the 6th or the 13th, and then someone said it was the 13th. So I'm just saying that this may have been some sort of misinformation, or I wouldn't say misinformation, some sort of misalignment of checking before you make that confirmation, or he made a mistake. Going on to the second point, this issue, which is very troubling, and as I said, we live here in the United States, and under Trinidad, you have what is called the sub judice or the sub judice law concerning Minister Lee. Now, I am not going to pronounce because, as I said, in any law, whether here in the United States or in Trinidad, we still fall under some aspects of the British common law. He who alleges must prove. All I would say is it is strikingly troubling for me, right? Because we don't know. This went before the acting chief magistrate in April. I think his master Cyril Ayers or something like that, and it was dismissed. Now it's striking that apparently somebody, I don't know if it's within the police, I don't know if it's within the DPP office. I think it would have had to be the police or the DPP office to say, well, you don't have enough evidence, prima facie evidence, so you need to go back and get your information in line. So we just have to wait and see. But I find it's very troubling that this issue will come up again. And you have similar circumstances with a former government minister who did the same thing, and with things being struck off. I'm not going to mention any names, and nothing has come of that. So we have to wait, see, right? Let that justice prevail. And as what the Prime Minister said, they are confident that Dr. Lee, right, while we can put our head on a block for him, will come out here, and Mr. I think Mr. Poy or whatever should come out innocent. Innocent, you're innocent until proven guilty. So let the chips fall where they may. Have a good night again, Uncle Tommy. Professor, what's it one thing? Did you see what I sent you? I need you to comment, and I sent you and Uncle Tommy something. I want to get your feedback on it.
I'll check.
All right. So anyway, have a good night and congratulations to you and the missus again and your daughter.
All right. Bless.
All right.
Bless. Tommy Mohammed, I agree with you. Let's not beat up on Cook. No, me I know. What is it, Tommy? Me I know.
No skin in the game.
Right. Me I know skin in the game, right? I just trying to look at it from a logical perspective, in that, this was something that happened, and he's getting so much information. So much information is coming across his desk. Right? Some people saying, well, if you get that information, he should have called the Prime Minister, or he should have called the Minister of Finance. Yes, all that, yeah, hindsight. You know what I say, Monday morning quarterback, Tommy?
Yep.
If I had only not scored a ball, he would not get it intercepted.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah. I mean, but Tommy, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What is that really doing to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, to crime in Trinidad and Tobago, to improving anything in Trinidad and Tobago, to making anything? What is that? What does releasing a date have to do with the big picture?
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, and why are we, and we here too, why are we making this a big issue?
Well, we didn't make it a big issue. They made it a big issue.
Who's that? The party?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Yes, they're the ones who seem to be offended by the fact that he sent the information to the newspaper.
Who is there, Tommy?
Stalwarts of the ruling party.
Tommy. Oh God, Tommy, you're doing gymnastics, boy.
No, I'm calling it as it is.
But who's stalwarts? Tell me who's stalwarts? I don't know who stalwarts are.
Even the Prime Minister.
What did the Prime Minister say? I didn't hear what the Prime Minister said.
The Prime Minister distanced herself from the information when it was being presented to her that the leak came out.
Okay. And what about the Minister of Finance?
He eventually made his. At first, he said he knows nothing about it, and then eventually he made his declaration.
Okay. Anderson Colbert. Okay. Let me play this voice note. Anderson Colbert. Call back after this voice note, Anderson. Hold on, folks. Let me play this voice note.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. First, I want to make it very clear, like the Prime Minister, I stand with David Lee. Because you cannot tell me a case was thrown out because of insufficient evidence, but suddenly the sleeping DPP, who was deaf, dumb, and blind all the time to PNM corruption, suddenly got an awakening, right? I tell you, Kamala is a real healer, you know. He got an awakening to recharge David Lee and his friend, right? But if something, and as the Prime Minister said, he was freed once, we leave it up to the courts now, okay. But we have to ask certain questions. How come? How come? Why now? Is it because, I'm asking a question, is it because there is an investigation going on now into the HDC and certain things are being revealed that suddenly David Lee has now become a target again? But you see, what is done in the dark will always come to the light. Always. It don't remain in the dark for long. And if it is that David Lee did something wrong, charge him.
Correct, is right.
Mr. DPP, you go ahead and charge him.
Yep.
And the same way you're charging David Lee, I want you to charge Camille Robinson Regis for hiding that money in her handbag. Because according to somebody, that was money laundering. Right? Alleged money laundering. Let me rephrase it.
But in Santa Cruz, opposing the Santa Cruz president, what about Faris Al-Rawi? Misconduct in public office. What about Foster Goins? Misconduct in public office. What about them fellas and them? What about Colin Booth? Misconduct in public office. The Privy Council, Tommy says, how come they ain't investigating it? What about that? What about all them things? Well, you see, it's two different strokes, eh? Different strokes to the PNM and different strokes to the UNC. And forget about the fourth estate. Forget about the fourth estate. Come Sandra Cruz, wait. You go back to your voice note. Listen to the fourth estate. Watch. Here what it is. Listen down to cabinet overhaul. Let me look up the definition of overhaul for you. Tell me, what is the definition of overhaul? Eh?
Overhaul means that it was modified or improved upon or
go ahead.
Or changed.
Right. So here it is. To overhaul something means to take it apart, inspect it thoroughly, and then clean, repair, or replace worn out parts to restore it to full working condition or to improve its efficiency. It can also mean to make significant changes or complete revision to a system or plan to improve it or in a race to catch up with and overtake a competitor. But here is more. Here is more. Here is more. Look, the Prime Minister says when the PNM, when Rowley reshuffle, it's strategic. When Prime Minister Kamala Prasad was reshuffle, it is shocking. You hear that, Tommy? Right? When Rowley reshuffle, oh, very strategic. But when Kamala Prasad was Prime Minister Kamala Prasad was reshuffle, it is shocking. Only thing
That's the fourth estate.
That the fourth estate for you. Only thing them. Let me continue with Santa Cruz Court, eh?
Never told him her source of income. She
hold on. Let me finish my Santa Cruz Court. Hold on.
Lied about it. Right? Then we had Faris with the car, his car. And what the man's name was 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄. We also had Faris with witness tampering, and the DPP washed his hands off of that. He did not want to get involved in that. When they tried to rope him in, that is why they went civil and not criminal. And today Faris is still walking.
Correct.
But the DPP only have eyes for David Lee. No. What happened to Foster? What happened to the 14 million in Venture Credit Union? What happened to all these contracts that we saw? Millions in contracts for Foster. What happened to the contracts that Faris approved of? And there was no cabinet, there was no parliament, no cabinet or anything. What happened to that? What happened to Daryl Smith, Wabby Grabby? What happened to that? We have a lot of what happened to that coming up, you know. Because if you could charge them, you could very well go after the PNMites and them. No free pass for anybody. And I want to ask Penny a question. Who is you to ask Kamala to give an explanation as to the leak on the budget day? Who is you? Tell us, sir. You want to know a lot of things. You want to know why Munilal didn't go. Why? That he changed your man and all. Why up to now you have not told us why everybody changed their mind from 11-9 to 20-0? Tell us about that, huh? Tell us why you walked out of cabinet. No, let me rephrase that. Tell us why you sat in a cabinet and approved billions in contracts for Faris, Foster Cummins, Stuart Young, brother and father. Tell us why, you know. But you see, what is good for you, not good for anybody else. And just as you have questions and you want answers, we have plenty. And we want them answered as well. Thanks a lot, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Thank you, Ms. Santa Cruz. Yeah, we have questions inquiring. Go ahead, Tommy.
I have a voice note to play.
Go ahead, play it.
Good night, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and all listeners. I have a question. How come the DPP send a prosecution order so quick for David Lee? And how come Alwari and them can get arrested yet? And Foster Cummins and all the contractors. I understand that one. If he could get arrested, then he work good for Peter, good for Paul. Right? So let me hear about that now. How good for the goose, good for the gander.
Okay.
All right, let me take this call, Tommy. Let me take this call. Anderson, welcome. Anderson.
Mr. Wall Street, good evening, Uncle Tommy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Gunji, the KMC. I know I shall just be listening. But I Sharon Felix good night too. I know the whole of the PNM Marvin, go straight back, everybody must be listening. Wall Street?
Yeah.
You can remember when the Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Persad told Jack Warner go and clean him?
Yeah.
And come back?
Yeah.
When you listen to the news and listen to the political analysts on them, which I think you said, not like Johnny come late, Paul and them, I talk about the real political analysts on them. When you listen to them, sometimes they don't always be 100. One, you will not be able to hold any pot. You shouldn't be able to hold any pot ministerial portfolio again.
But Anderson, the man was cleared before Anderson. Oh God.
Well, I will tell you this.
I will
tell you this. A next time police officer, attorney at law, and I myself knowing the law, in matter what dismiss pending, listen, you see some of them that still have so much knowledge and I don't hear at all. Pending further inquiries. This matter is dismissed pending further inquiries. Meaning that there were inquiries going on still in the matter. And the point is this, it's not like the layman from up Chumakak or the fella from me still at Obitam, gang URP gang and you have 2 or 3 or 5 ghost name and it. It's things like Sharon Felix and them in URP office collecting 10,000 a month for things they ain't doing. This is thing you should be locked up for. If I know I'm going to hold the data or the Holy Bible and swear by the Almighty God that I will take my duties and in best faith and whatnot, and you will not be Bible. I mean, when some of us who may not finish school properly, use Professor Wall Street, use Minister David Lee, use Foster Cummins. But what something I noticed, the same thing had happened with the former transport minister. The same thing had happened with him. And this one in Santa Cruz.
Anderson.
Yeah.
You know the case was dismissed for insufficient evidence, right? You know what that?
Yes, pending further inquiries. And I will tell you something about this Filipino. I will tell you something about this man.
There's a difference between sufficient and insufficient evidence. If there's insufficient evidence, mean to say there was no.
A judge or magistrate may say, because at that time they don't have sufficient evidence. No, probably they have the evidence. Waiting. Then my people to just call back to them, just lock them up then.
Anderson, let me ask you a question.
It does happen, or no?
You don't think this is...
But no, we're
Anderson,
not. All right.
You don't think it's political victimization? You don't think this is political victimization?
No. Look, all right. What the political victimization is when it comes to the UNC. Now, let me finish to explain myself. People that lead a voice note, or they play the whole voice note. Andy Williams won about 20 times this morning. Probably Andy Williams, if I don't even saw the video, he went in front of the Hall of Justice too quick. You see, when the dance I had before we dance on Wall Street.
I wanted to ask you, Anderson, no God, don't go sideways now, man. Let me stay
I ain't going no sideways.
You're going sideways,
You not having me finish what I called to say?
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead and ask me on that. Now, you go ahead and ask me on that.
Go ahead.
Because, you know, when was Jack Warner had dada. Yeah, he black like me. I say, yeah, that same woman saying, what have you, Jack Warner have to go and clear his name? You have to go and clear his name. What happened with David Lee? Had to go and clear his name. Who the hell is David Lee? And next one want to know who's activist this morning on the Gong report. Not tell you what is activist. Activists will be traveling in a maxi, a taxi, and saying great is the UNC. And telling you a reason why great is the UNC. And I'm going to think Kamala and them dead in within 5 years. And the Ministry of Works have gotten 2 back pay. The corporation 2 back pay. Right? This is what is the activist spreading the good news. A lady called me in the Savon market that time. I can't use the next word whether it's called Indian, not East Indian. That's she. But I'm so and so does pay. Yeah, what? Every time you come in the market, there's camera like the UNC. Every time you come in the market. Now that alone is not being an activist. You know. Activists is when they say, all right, we're going out and demonstrate for the right thing for the country. And it'll be a fun. That's for the who they just call you homo? Some man just call Orlando or something.
All right, understand. Nah, leave it there, man.
But what I'm saying is, let David Lee go and clear his name. Let go and clear his name.
All right.
Yeah? Only Jacoda can clear his name. Because he's African now.
That's no good, understand. No.
Not me and all going on there. Let David Lee go and clear his name. What do you see? I say that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Understand, man. Why you see, and understand here what happened. Here what has happened. You see, when you start with them thing, you just embolden people like P&M Fox, P&M Reed. You just embolden them with that type of thing. You understand? We don't need to go down the racial road. When I say racial road, the race between black and Indian and things like that, with respect to that. You see what I'm saying? To me, if the thing was dismissed, right? He was charged. If he's charged again, right? Let the court decide. Yeah. Where you get this from? All ministers who are arrested have to step down until your name is cleared. Listen, that is a decision for the Prime Minister.
True. I have another post note.
Yeah, go ahead. That's a decision for the Prime Minister.
Right. Good evening again. Now, the High Court judge sent when Faris and them take them to court with the contractors where they claim fire. And the lost the case, right? The High Court judge sent all the information to the DPP, right? Remember that? How come no prosecution come to Alvari? Right? And all the coherence. How come? But I work at the DPP, right? Okay, prosecute David Lee. What happened to Alvari? Right? All the files were sent here. I don't understand. Is this a buy or something?
Thank you. Tommy, the way I look at this, right? When the Honorable Prime Minister speak, they already have press release stating what it is. If there's nothing different, I will wait until the Prime Minister makes a decision. Because at the end of the day, Tommy, we could jump high, we could jump low, we could take what we want here. The final decision is in the hands of the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. We could say David Lee had to go, David Lee had to stay, David Lee should go sideways, all kind of thing. At the end of the day, the final decision will be made by the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Bissessar. And there's nothing we can do about it. Right? That is it. Let me go back to the chat. Yeah, P&M Party. Let them clear his name. What is wrong with that? He cleared already. He cleared it already. You ain't cleared. By the way, the last time when the problem happened, what did the opposition leader do? To me? He was in opposition then, right?
Yep.
Did the opposition leader kick him out?
No.
Oh, so she's very consistent. Tommy?
Correct.
She consistent. When the last time it happened with David Lee, was he a senator, Tommy? I think he was a senator. Was he? Folks, all you help me. Was he a senator?
He was a member for Point of View.
Eh? Oh, yeah, you're paying him party. Opposition and government is two different things. Party, that is such a lame excuse, eh? That is a lame PNM excuse, party. You PNM party. That is a lame excuse. Southwestern, welcome.
Good night to you, Professor and Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
Uncle Tommy?
Yes, sir.
The PNM tell us now that every time they ask, she was sending up after them and dissolve the cabinet to get them to T40 money again. I talk it late tonight, because here what's going on. I can understand, right? Penelope, right? Then Faris, a rental, right? All of this behavior in public office. And Foster Cummins, where his family and money end up in his private bank account. And 𝐷𝐿 was the judge, jury, and the DPP to say that they can't go to no trial. Right? With and Darrell Smith, right? And Shamfan, all of them, right? All of them, Rowley was the chief prosecutor. You know, they come and they bring the law for Judge Alone trial, right? So Rowley was appointed as judge for that. So now, here what's going on. They find evidence, then no problem. And here what's going on. When I want them to find evidence, your daughter who went for the sugar, she went for a bowl of sugar by the neighbor. And the police happened to go to get 2 onions and a garlic and a pepper to make some chow. And they find she there. Where that case gone? Then I want to ask, right, that, you know, it have a minister, he's supposed to answer why it is, right? He was in the Ministry of Works. He spent some money. And then he said, they keep it hush and they quiet underneath. So then you know anything about that, right? So that's asking you. And then the housing minister, who is lying with the Keith Rowley, they built 100 houses and they break down half, 50. Without investigation and misbehavior in public office. But here what's going on. That is, me studied them, and they could want this the right thinking PNM supporters of them. Know that for the last 10 years, the beat-up remained the same way. John remained the same way. Diego Martin, it have a set of mass destruction by nature. And just imagine the representative who take over from Keith Rowley. First, the verse, it not help many people. He said that all over the world is a natural disaster and people have to handle it themselves and see to recuperate. They're not caring about the people. And these are things. Yeah, and just imagine, under the PNM, farmers flood out, lost everything. That is natural disaster. They spend a set of money to get other equipment. The procurement office asked them, then $5 billion is questionable. Then you hear it had a glitch in the finance ministry. They ask them, what is the glitch? Who is the people talk? Who is the public servant and them? Just imagine them public servant. It be anybody did. So yes, what I want to say tonight to the world that the budget is on the 13th and the President Tanku, the finance minister, the other rubber, right, was going to put a budget because he went to like India. He know that the gas price and the oil price, oil is pegging at $65. He will put it at 62. And you know, the gas is pegged at $3 high price. He will put it at $2 and change so that the revenue through stream will come, right? Because just imagine, I can see a man run a country. He put TTRA to tax the people till they're dead, and property tax to run a country. You want to work and yet they create jobs. So the difference is that the UNC will deliver. And you see the smoke screen, tell them that the dragon, we will soon get a word on the OFAC license. And why it is, if they're talking so much about it, why Maduro A cancer, shell 30 years. So, Professor and Uncle Tommy, you know that the PNM say, right, they're going to give you constitutional reform. You see why constitutional reform? Totally treasury and sell out everything. Just imagine people who legitimately citizens work after so much years in this country, and when they go for the NIS under the PNM, they have to take 3 and 4 years, but they have a set of illegal immigrants working and not contributing to NIS. Have a pleasant good night, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
You know, folks, I want to ask a question. I want the DPP to do an investigation into this. Tommy, I want the DPP to do an investigation into this. Firms linked to ex-minister gets $29 million in contract without public tendering for extension. I want this to be an investigation. Take a listen to this, folks.
Firms linked to ex-minister get $29 million in contracts without public tendering for extensions. Companies closely linked to a former government minister had contracts from a single state agency extended 3 times without public tendering. The total worth is $29,109,503.50. Investigations have found that some of the firms also obtained contracts from other taxpayer-owned organizations. The contracts were rolled over without tendering even after the Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Property Act was proclaimed in April 2023. The act enshrines that if contracts are to be extended, certain measures must be carried out, including publication of a contract change note, to ensure transparency. According to the law, contracts are generally issued for a term of not more than 3 years, with provisions for a single extension of up to 2 years. The $29.1 million worth of contracts were awarded in 2017 by Housing Development Corporation, HDC, and extended up to 3 times in some cases. The most recent extensions took place last January 22nd, just under a month after their respective expirations. The final extensions expire in December. The repeated extensions are a breach of the procurement law. The jobs are for waste disposal, grass cutting, and bulk waste disposal. Apart from companies associated with the
only thing grass cutting do have money in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And all you go hear was the person, all you will hear, listen attentively, listen attentively. You see, political victimization is as fullest, it's at its fullest now that the UNC in power.
Ex-minister, contracts were extended for several other service providers. They included Trinidad and Tobago Landscaping Company Limited, owned by Natalie Gabriel, wife of...
All you hear that? All you hear that?
Yep.
Listen to the last name, you know. Listen to the last name. Listen to the last name. Listen.
Landscaping Company Limited, owned by Natalie Gabriel, wife of Andrew Gabriel, financier and strategist of the People's National Movement. The landscaping company's contracts were worth a total of $7,699,000.
Tommy, landscaping are real money in TNT, you know.
What?
Way by 7 million, Tommy. Why?
$1,284.60. That company received several other contracts in the state sector. Several firms linked to senior officials of the former PNM administration also enjoyed extensions without public tendering. In extending the life of the agreement, HDC wrote to the respective companies stating, "Please be advised the contract has been extended with the same terms and conditions as stated in your contract." HDC Board of Directors is reportedly receiving legal advice on the matter.
Oh, you see it? Look at it. Watch. Look. Only watch it. Hold on. Let me go back. Look at it. Yeah? They blank out the name. March 21st, 2022. Letter of award. Monthly grass cutting services by Cashew Gardens, North Housing Development for a period of 3 years, commencing from 1st January 2022 to December 31st, 2024. Yeah? Look, you think it's easy? We refer to your acceptance of our letter dated August 31st, 2021 for the provision of the above caption work for the period September to December 2021. Please be advised that your contract has been extended with the same terms and conditions as stated in your contract from the 1st January 2022 to the 31st December 2024 at the cost of $50,576 VAT exclusive per month, Tommy. Per month, Tommy.
Wow.
$54,576. Tommy.
Wow.
About $600,000, Tommy. I'm just making it a wrong figure. Eh? You are reminded that all invoices that will be submitted in triplicate to the Finance Department, Trinidad and Tobago Housing Development, AGC, first floor, 44 to 46 South Key, Port of Spain. You are also required to supply the letter of authorization identifying the persons who are authorized to accept payment on behalf of your company. A copy of a national identification should be attached. Any questions or queries you may have should be directed to Mr. Larry McDonald, Division Manager of Estate Management Division at embdadmin@hdc.gov.tt. Yours truly, Managing Director. Tommy, the procurement legislation wasn't in place during this time?
Yep, procurement legislation was in effect.
So what? If you extend in a contract, they don't have to bid again, Tommy?
I'm not sure what the parameters are for that.
Yeah, defender help with it. Help with it. Help with. Or somebody help with. Or you call on help with.
Reporter, defender, somebody.
Yeah, Tommy, the guy extension, boy. Please be advised that your contract has been extended with the same terms and conditions as stated in your contract from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2024. Way, boy. Just so. But folks, there's more, you know. But what's the other numbers here? It's going to go kind of quickly. You see here now, Tommy?
Yep.
This is all the different places and all the different numbers. Tommy boy, them was lifting off the trough of the P&M boy. 29 million, you know, Tommy. So Tommy, think about this way, right? If they spend 3 million in the election, let me say 5 million. 5 million. And they get 29, Tommy. Who good? Who good? Tommy, they're doing real good.
Very good.
Yeah. Grass cutting, you know, Tommy.
Of course.
Grass cutting, boy. What you see? Look at that. HDC, boy, look. Drainage maintenance too, boy. Tommy, boy. P&M, boy. P&M, party. P&M Red Fox. All your party, boy. All your party. Make poor people poorer, boy. That's part of the problem. Yeah? Anderson. Stay focused, eh?
Yeah, Mr. Walshit.
Yeah.
Good evening again.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy, last got them earlier money in it. Mark, President or Senator Weber, his wife is the chairman of 𝐸Tech. 𝐸Tech has some standard industrial land. Me and some workers visit the land the other day through a company called Polas. Right? I'll show you guys a thing of money in it. But Mr. Polas said to me, Mr. Navis, he said, listen, who like to cut grass? I like to cut grass. But I'll show you my money having it. The tech center showed south, and the southern part of Trinidad, central part of Trinidad. Mr. Polas, the company Polas, look it up. PROLAS. Them have all the contract. They have in pressure train. They have in if you little can't take my mouth, you know. People just can't take my mouth. They have it, right? So Polas have all. Listen good. And one of the tech center where we went and visit, because we want to do some grass cutting there. All of a sudden, I don't know if we hear and we heard was too hard. Proper equipment, whatnot. Right? Wade Mark wife is the chairman of E-Tech. Now I want to ask Wade Mark what he was doing inside the compound by Polas. Well, should have a good night. Me, I tell him leave me alone. But what does he was doing there?
Anderson.
Don't know one set of people want to eat that food, boy. People like Wade Mark and them just let me down.
Anderson, you're going. Let me play the disclaimer. Anderson, boy. Anderson,
Wow.
you trying to get me in trouble, Anderson. Seriously. You're trying to get me in trouble, man.
All opinions and views expressed by the program participants, including those on social media, are solely their opinions and views and do not reflect the opinions and views of WZYE management and staff.
Oh, no, man. We can't be going down them kind of road, man. Yeah? We don't know that kind of information, man. We don't know that kind of information. The procurement regular supposed to speak on these matters, and it begs the question, why is she remaining silent? When is there a breach of the Procurement Act? I just want to know, you know. I want to know. But Bremer Hall says, this looked like political mischief, and the Honorable PM was not given to this type of harassment. Yeah? The Santa Cruz says, well, then the DPP have to revisit Faris and witness tampering. Why did the DPP wash his hands and say, leave me out of that? Blasted hypocrite. Semantic 62 says, hope she doesn't make the same mistake like in 2010 to 2015 by asking them to step down and clear the name. PNM had so many ministers with all kind of acquisition and they instead got promoted. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Anderson. Anderson, boy. Anderson, only we have to play the disclaimer. Yeah. Semantics. Anna Venture Credit Union, 14 million. Oh, God. Well, folks, we have to stay focused, eh? We can't be going sideways. Right? We cannot be going sideways. Anytime we start to go sideways, stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Yeah? It's all kind of thing they're coming with, you know. But before we go for the break, you know what? I wonder if I'd rather play that from YouTube, you know, because they fix it in YouTube. They'll give us a copyright strike. But let me play this for you guys. I want to play this one here. Hold on, eh? Let me see if I have it here. Okay. Add to stage. Folks, look, watch. This is governance at its fullest, eh? Watch this, eh? For the first time in Trinidad and Tobago, over 800 amputees to benefit from free artificial limbs courtesy the government of India. Eh? For the first time, you know. Yep. Look at that. Tommy, can you imagine that, boy? That finally, boy, you feel like you could walk again. And
you are walking again.
Correct is right. You're walking again. And that is all because of the Honorable Kamala Prasad Visesa. You see why? And people want to talk. The PNM could ever do this? The PNM could ever do this? If PNM Fox, PNM Red Fox, and PNM Party, them could ever do this? Compassion. Yeah? That is what we have. Right? By the way, don't forget to the global Caribbean leader too. Only weep, weep, weep. Watch this, folks. I'll take off the music because the music will give us copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch this. For the first time. Look. Watch, look. It's okay to cry. It's okay. Look how much people there. Look.
How old are you? You're 3 years old?
What school you go to?
You're gonna come down and show us how you walking with your new leg? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
I mean, what a great achievement, man.
Absolutely.
What a great achievement, man. You know, this is proud time for Trinidad and Tobago. And to me, this is not something for 800 UNC people, you know.
So this was Trinidad and Tobago citizens?
Correct is right. This is for Trinidad and Tobago citizens. This is not for 800 UNC citizens or UNC supporters. This is for Trinidad and Tobago. You think when them people come in, they ask them, show me your political card? Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
I have no political card. But Professor, you see how uneducated some of our people are. All we looking for is $1 here and $1 there, right? And who gain more than me and who gain more than she. You understand? Yeah. We failing to see all the good that is taking place in the country. Correct. All the changes that has been instituted. How things are moving differently. You know, it seems as though like some people just can't stomach that. And unless they don't cause conflict or confusion, they just don't feel good. You understand? My biggest problem is how are we going to push this country forward to make it better for the generation that coming behind, so that we could have people excelling, not just to cut grass, but at any level. You understand?
But Mr. Intellectual, let me say this, right? At least if they're going to cut grass, let them cut grass like the Gabriel family now and get millions for it now. The Gabriel family gain millions and them cutting grass. Well, not they cutting grass, but their company cutting grass. Why some of we can't cut that same grass and get some of them millions too? Rather than just be the CPEP workers.
The name is not Gabriel.
What's the name?
Them name is CPEP workers.
Okay,
Them have a kind of identification card, you know. Them don't have a ID card, you know. Them have a kind of identification card, not an ID card. Them is CPEP workers. That is a name. You understand? If your name Gabriel, you could get millions. But once you're CPEP workers, it's a different stroke. You understand? So I want my brothers and them to understand that, listen, when you start looking at people, very rare you could see yourself. You understand? And it's only when you start looking at yourself and trying to bring yourself up to that standard that you know that you need to be, then you will start seeing things differently. You ain't gonna watch at another man's what another man have. You go watch at what it is you need to do to get to where you want to be, even better than he. I hope it's sinking in some of us minds so that we could understand and develop and grow and do the best that we could so that we could be the best that Trinidad ever had. Bless evening.
Semantic 62, you're right. PNM won't talk about that Wall Street. They're interested in budget date. And half of them don't even list the budget when it's being read. Them not interested in that them artificial limbs thing. Because them had no idea about doing that. Them had no idea, but we're going to take the break. Them had no idea. Let me take this one quick before we go. Paul, how are you going? Paul, you have a minute, Paul. I take a call because we're break.
Pleasant good evening to you, Wall Street. Good evening to the United States of America, and good evening to Trinidad and Tobago. I know I have limited time, right? But what I would say, though, it's been a while I haven't spoken out about current issues.
Okay.
But we have to be real and reasonable, right? The government of the day just been into governance just approximately 6 months, right? 6 months, right?
Yeah.
But whilst the opposition been calling on this, that, and the next, what would have been really appreciated for the last 9.5 years, that the same Penelope Beckles and the opposition, and who now in opposition, should have called on their own former leader, Dr. Keith Crystal Rowley, for all the ills that they pretending to propaganda right now. Because the problem was not the party and the foundation of the PNM, no. It was the leadership of the PNM. But I realized the PNM within itself was scared to call it out for what it is. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Paul, boy. Paul, don't be a stranger, boy. Well, I know Paul is a political analyst now. We're going to take that break. Paul, don't be a stranger. We'll be right back, folks. Stick and stay. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win, we want the brights again. no more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the prize again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the prize again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red. 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 No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the prize again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
Laid to rest, laid to rest. Laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey! Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochen workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. But billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the CARICOM leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box, PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the wake. No more ice cream and cake, PNM dead, dead, dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all restless. One, UNC on a mission to correct the school system tree, end poverty and clean up TNT. 4, speed up the housing process. 5, lower taxes. 6, revamp we energy, bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say PNM dead. Petro train workers say the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1%ers say the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say PNM dead. Social media say the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say PNM dead. Police, army and prison say the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket goes on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warshid, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-84444. That's 97444.
Go ahead, Wall Street.
No, you good.
No, Brooklyn was calling, but he hung up.
J man, we don't use that kind of disrespect in here, okay? We don't tolerate that type of disrespect, okay? You might be new in here. We don't tolerate that type of disrespect in here, okay? If you continue with the disrespect, you wouldn't be welcome in here. Yeah, Brooklyn, welcome.
Hey, good night to you, Warshid. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night to the viewers and listeners.
Yeah.
Good night, Brooklyn.
I know here you get a call from a political analyst.
Analyst.
That's what they call him.
Yeah.
What?
Paul
What he is?
Paul Saran.
Yeah. What he is a political what?
A political analyst.
And a liar. Because just before the election, he was praising Rowley and praising what a great prime minister Rowley is. And when Heavy and TC asked him, how you could say that now? They say like Paul, like he gets something, but and Paul was like, it's a good move Rowley made to put Stuart Young as he showed that the PNM is not anybody, it's for all the PNM.
Brooklyn, Paul said that.
Where
Paul said that.
Paul come from? Yes, and he said that my prime minister was drunk and falling on my Gandhi statue. Where Paul talking about? Nah, man, and Penny them should have gone tell the leader that. You should have gone tell the leader that too. You, Paul, and a liar. Over 20 years in the university and can't graduate yet to be a political analyst.
Brooklyn, Paul graduated. Brooklyn, he graduated. He graduated.
Wall Street, you remember? Wall Street, since Heavy and TC had The Truth is Unbelievable, when you used to call that show, Paul was graduating. Then before the pandemic, that's like a fella in post-primary, and he just telling me he passed the common entrance since he was in standard 5. Yeah. Something wrong with that. Paul went to the side. Don't come and try to make no UNC people hear you.
Brooklyn, what are you saying? Paul is a flip-flopper? He's a flip-flopper?
Boy, you gotta get a better name than a flip-flopper too nice. A flip-flopper too nice. Because 1 minute he cussing the PNM when he wasn't getting nothing.
Yeah. I'm Brooklyn. I tell Brooklyn stay by the Wi-Fi.
But I want to tell him.
Yeah.
I want to tell him that.
Brooklyn,
yes.
Stay by the pole.
Yeah.
Stay by the pole. Stay by the pole. Go ahead.
Nah, my Wi-Fi up and my service up.
Back. Paul go around.
Yeah, but let me finish. Yeah. So again, my contribution yesterday was also to show the behavior of some of us, you know. And when we get the PNM ammunition, if we fight so hard to put the UNC there, and we self-coming now inside of the army and making trap for the enemies and cutting fence for the enemies to get in.
Yeah.
What you expect going to happen, boy?
Yeah.
Eh? We cutting fence in the whole. We right now we all kind of electric thing PNM can't get in. But we own people trying to cut fence in the whole to let in the PNM and then the snake.
They cutting track for Gucci to run. They cutting track for Gucci to run.
Yeah. It's only 6 months. Only 6 months. Oh God, we stay 10 years and that's separation. It's 6 months. Oh God, let me give them a chance now, please. Stop calling the name and say playing the name and thing for the PNM to get thing to run with. All right, because it's we own doing it, you know. I mean, yes, some people get in, but
Paul
we
say
can come in.
And if Paul say graduate,
Paul graduate.
Paul say Paul.
Wait.
Paul say Brooklyn. I graduated for FYI. He's telling you graduated.
Let me tell you some more shit. I will send it here for you when he was praising Rowley move and put his still young day. Now you want to hear, he wants some UNC people to hear him to say, oh, that political analysis is so good, better we come and work for the UNC. And there's a UNC game house, you know. Under the UNC game house, you know. And he cussed my prime minister. Boy. Don't call me shut talking no good and thing about the UNC, no, Paul. I'm waiting for you. I'm gone.
Wow.
Show you under the bus, but you take this voice.
Paul.
Voice note there. But wait, Tommy, before I go to this voice note, let me take this call here. Hold on. Paul, welcome.
Pleasant good evening to you, Wall Street. Good evening to the United States of America, Tommy, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, Paul.
Good evening, Paul.
Are you hearing me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Right. What I would like to say though is that whilst Brooklyn want to discredit me, I successfully completed my Bachelor of Sciences in Political Science with a BSc from the University of the West Indies.
Paul, wait, stay right there. Stay right there. Even though you used to bad talk WZYE, we give you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I have grown into the political arena, and sometimes you have to be balanced, right? And in terms of a young, upcoming political scientist from Trinidad and Tobago, from the get-go, I am proud of my success. However, learning from my other successors, I would say we need to be balanced, right? Yes, prior to not being graduated, I would have slammed, yes, the UNC and also the People's National Movement. But for now, I'm simply saying that the government of the day is just into governance 6 months now, and we need, and I'm calling on the Prime Minister of this country, Trinidad and Tobago, to ensure also to instruct the President of this country to ensure that all board appointments is being completed and all ambassadors for the different countries internationally being appointed, right? Successfully. And in order for a successful government, one must ensure that all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, where that is concerned. Wall Street, you know, I've come a long way from since the days of Gladiator, right? Yeah. Since the days of when you was in the People's National Movement and you was strong there. So nobody can't say they could point fingers. No, I don't want anything from the United National Congress. All I want is transparency and accountability, right? And I know that I will be able to learn from person like Selwyn Kojo and Dr. Shane Mohammed, just to list a few, right? Because I'm still young and I'm still green. I am not here to banter or to do the little partisan politics or the gutter politics. I have graduated. I will talk intellectually and put it to you, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Paul graduate, boy. Well, you could say, well, you're one, boy. Tommy Paul going to our next level, boy.
That's right.
Yeah. Paul used to call me and tell me, well, we 3 callers and we 3 listeners, boy. But Paul, you're welcome here anytime. You know, we give the truth, the whole truth. We give everybody. Yeah, KFC.
Hi, good night. When that big snake come out? But Paul, of course, I say the worst about UNC. You know why Paul talking so?
Yeah.
Paul working on the social board, social development office in Shogunas, you know.
Wait, nah, KFC, you ain't telling the truth. Paul in social development.
Paul working there right now. Let him call back. And a man who toil and fight, Mr. Washington, my case gone upstairs, you know. My lawyer say everything reading in my favor. I find them playing games with my thing. That's a run a wrong thing. So Mr. Washington, we're true active with our true supporter of the UNT coming out and talking. Because Paul and them not come out and talk. Them for eating. Let him call back and say a line now.
All right.
Bless.
Yeah. Oh, Paul, boy, they throw you under the bus, boy. Paul, you're in social development, boy. Paul, call back, Paul. So I'd rather play the disclaimer. Call back. I'm afraid I'd rather play the disclaimer, boy. KFC saying the Minister of Social Development. Yes, you think it's easy? Go away, boy. Paul, you reach, boy. Paul, you reach. Paul reach, Tommy.
Wow.
Yeah. But Tommy, you know something. Let me take this one. Alistair, welcome. Alistair.
Yeah, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, good night.
Good night.
Go ahead.
And congratulations on your is the son's wedding?
My daughter.
Or your daughter's wedding. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
Right. So before I make my point here, I want to draw something here today.
Yeah, man.
I was very impressed when I look at the Ian Allen network and I saw that big monstrous bridge, Guyana building there, and there. Well, you can say it finished. Right. And what I draw the parallel is that where we were is where Guyana will pass us, and they are fast emerging country. And where they used to be is where we gone. Right?
Yeah.
And what is impressive also, the first time they gave each citizen in Guyana, because they were sharing the wealth with the citizens, right?
Yeah.
$100,000. And I think coming before the Christmas day, they're going to give them another set of money again. So that is what you call good governance. They are sharing the wealth of the country with the citizens, unlike the PNM.
Correct.
Right? That was very, very impressive. Right. So coming back home here now, I was very impressed the other day with the artificial limbs.
Yeah, boy.
The artificial limbs.
But
camera, no.
But Alistair, hold a minute, yeah?
Yes, sir.
We have
a
PNM Red Fox. PNM Red Fox. Listen what he said. Listen what he says. PNM develop a whole country and give grants for artificial limbs. We thank India for their gifts. Let me read this for you. There was the grant provided up to 40,000 TTD with requirements including a referral from the Ministry of Health. So think about this now. The evil, wicked, vindictive, immoral, vile, malicious, nefarious, diabolical, devious, unscrupulous, iniquitous, dastardly, conniving, and vindictive PNM. In order for you to get a grant, right, you have to get a referral from the Ministry of Health. Do you see them people and who get them artificial limbs? They might go jump through any hoops to get artificial limbs? Eh? They not jump through no hoops.
I wasn't, to be honest with
Go ahead.
To be honest with you, I didn't see those things happening, you know. And remember, always remember this, right? Under the PNM, you had to do a means test, you know.
Oh, yeah?
To get anything from
to get anything from any government ministry from the PNM,
Talk.
you had to do a means test.
Yeah. And you forget, Donald Cox said the needy and greedy.
Right. And not only that, if you can remember, now, I send you, I download one of those programs from Stephen Reeves, the Breaking Dawn show, right?
Yeah.
Now he has a Christmas thing coming up, and the proceeds of that going to the cerebral palsy.
Right, yeah.
Do you know that? And when I hear that, I will be very, very angry. Yeah. You know this wicked, evil PNM took away the grants from those children?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cerebral palsy to give to the 1%. So they took it away, you know.
Yeah.
The last regime under Kamala, right, funded that organization. And they took it away, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
No
I
surprise.
think they deserve a boo.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot.
They deserve a boo.
Yeah, let me get them.
Yeah, but as I was saying, all these people came in there with crutches and on wheelchairs
and left
walking.
Limb. Yes.
Yes, and Kamala deserves more than one applause. She deserves an encore.
Correct is right.
She deserves an encore for all of that.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, man.
She was amazing. And do you know? Because normally I just read some of these comments on the PNM trolls. Yeah. They want to question her what deal she made with India. You've seen all your citizens benefiting from this. People are happy. You can see the smiles on their faces.
Yep.
And they still questioning. They don't care about that.
Thank you, man.
Okay, Professor Walsh, good night. I know you all want to close off at him. I'll call another time.
Yeah, man. We don't have Gordon Dryden Joseph no more to give him the boo, right? And take this, Mrs. Kamala. Your part PNM Red Fox posted big and bold. PNM developed the whole country. Yeah? They developed the whole country so good. They have 26.3% of the people who vote for them living below the poverty line. The highest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. What a great job the PNM have done for them people.
Underdeveloped.
Underdeveloped. Yeah, they underdeveloped the whole country. Correct is right.
With all the wealth this country had, that's underdevelopment. True development would have been anything like Dubai.
Correct. Qatar. Yeah? We could go
Singapore.
on. Yep. Caller, welcome. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Hansen. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers. Everybody live. Happy to see everybody here on this Tuesday. Congratulations, Mr. Hansen. Oh my God. The nest is getting empty. I know, man. Yeah. I know you're going to miss them. You know what I'm saying? But when you get grandkids soon, your hands will be full.
You know,
so,
Mr. Florida, I don't say it already. That grandkid had to be. They had to surpass the grandfather in running.
Yeah, but Mr. Hansen, let me tell you something. When you get your grandkids, right? Your grandson, your granddaughter, they had to run to get a bottle. Yeah. So Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tommy, and everyone. So we're hearing all the rhetoric that's going on. Everybody want to be a minister in the UNC. All the supporters, everybody want to see what they're doing this and what they're doing that. They talk about 𝐒𝐿𝐴, they talk about this one and that one, right? But if this is the same thing that causes UNC to lose last time. You see, when you over talk and you overthink situations and you bring things in the media, like the social media, and you say certain things, you create a narrative. Not the PNM creating that, the own UNC supporters creating a narrative. All we have to do right now is leave management for management. Ms. Kamala knows what she's doing and she will take the procedures to correct everything that is wrong. When 𝐒𝐿𝐥𝐸 had come out with this narrative about independence, she put herself clear from that. When Mr. Philip Arizona come out with the thing, she put a stop to it. She will handle it. And this is why she reshuffle, well, it's not a reshuffle, but she changed people's portfolio because right now is the PNM budget they're running. So she did this. So when she come with her budget, she will have the correct people to do the jobs. So that is about it. Any business, they do that. So you can't worry about that. Anybody knows business. That is what business people do. You change your portfolio, that's it. It's nothing but reshuffling. It's a portfolio. The budgeting call yet, when the budget call, whatever policies they have, these are the people to fulfill it. So that is the thing. So all you have to do is just rock back. Ms. Kamala says she's 2.0. Leave the propagandists and them to say what they have. We will debunk it. Let me don't go in at each other because we know who's true UNC supporters and who's not true UNC supporters. If the UNC supporters have something wrong to say, let us say what they have to say because it's their rights. But we know that in the end of the day, if it have a next election, they're going back and vote for UNC. Because them is true UNC. They'll have a little disgruntled. And all we have to continue to say, the past, we didn't have loyalty. So the word for the day now, loyalty. That's all we say, loyalty. All right, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tom, everyone look on.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Flora.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good night, man. Everything okay?
Everything is splendid for us.
Well, I send an acknowledgement for you, right? Because 1 year passed since I came out of the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And I send an acknowledgement and I thank you so much. You remember financially you helped me out and standing on the hospital also, right?
Don't worry yourself, man. You were safe under me. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I said the acknowledgement. I don't know if you see it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you could probably read it out for me.
When you send it?
I sent it yesterday and I sent one again just now.
All right, I will read it.
I don't know if you're not seeing it. I mean, your glasses need changing. What do you think? Yeah, I said it there. Yeah, well, I always looked on this, even though I don't update.
You said it on Facebook, right? It was a Facebook post, right? Was a Facebook post?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was on Facebook, and then I sent it direct to you.
All right.
So if you check it,
yeah,
I will stand by on this.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless. All right. Let me see if I can play that here from WZYE. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let me take this call. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah, good night again, Uncle. Or she don't Uncle Tommy to your listeners.
Yeah.
Now you see that move that the Prime Minister make with the disabled, that she, give them an opportunity where they could move around and help themselves.
Correct.
Yeah. The next move I want to see, because it's about how much? 800 people, right? So much children.
800.
But we have to remember that some of these same people is very educated and it's people who could now give back to society and not just sit down and take a little small check for disability, So I would like to see a program set up because these people, some of them may have one hand, some may have no foot, but they have the intelligence. Some of them went to school, they educated, they might have had an accident after they finish school and thing, right? Yeah. And some of them may have skills that just deal with them and is not sharing to younger people. So I would like to see now where employment, some form of employment could go for the people maybe disabled in that way, that even if they could get a transport or some type of shuttle, say, let me say, wherever they put the job institution, wherever they put the job, or they have like a transport, like say you get to City Point or something, or whoever your family drop it to, and then you have a transport there that could take you to work, whatever the case is. Things like that will also help build and develop a country, because it have a lot of disabled people. The money that they gain for disability is not enough, but they're willing to work, they're willing to come out and contribute to society. So the next move I would like to see is things. You see the ones who strong and they 2 foot and they mouth big and thing on shit. Sometimes you have to just forget about them too, you know. Because I just tell people, I was 14 years old, young boy, and I get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go in I get to push my out to my pocket, you know, because I was young, strong, and I had all my hand and my foot and my brain. So you see, I see the move the Prime Minister take, and again, she targeting places elected over 10 years under the PNM. The PNM cut the disability checks. A guy used to call 91.9 right you and say that the PNM government, they cut the disability. Some guy tried to sell water because the money wasn't good enough. And because he tried to sell water, they take away his check. So again, Wall Street, great move by our government. And I would like to see employment for these people as well. However, they could figure it out, because these people ain't going to cut no bush and sleep up and you are happy and not like that. I want to see these people basically once they meet the criteria where they can sit down in a place like in a cubicle and answer phone, do telemarketing, do certain things, or even share whatever skill that they had before they get hurt. Share that skill with the young people, you know, be speakers in schools and stuff like that. Once they have the knowledge to share certain things, and we could go from there. This is the type of upliftment we need to bring the youths back from only studying to drugs and guns to get rich fast. You understand? So have a good night.
Thank you. So folks, let me read this. The only reason why I'm reading this is because Busy said for me to read it, Tommy. And
okay.
I don't really broadcast these kind of things, but he said to read it. So this is from Bisram Sukhdev. I acknowledge the following management and all staff of ERHA, especially orthopedic doctors, quality control head Mrs. Ria, and all other doctors who perform human service on me. The management and staff of WZYE radio and TV station, USA, known as Wall Street, assist me with part of medical expenses. Blessings to you, brother. Trust God always. Well wishes. Vijam, thank you very much, man. You didn't even have to say that. You know what I mean? Defender, welcome.
Greetings again, Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh. Earlier I got a call and I was a little distracted. But anyway, Walsh, how long now you on radio asking for one innovative idea from the PNM?
Bye.
You ever get it? You ever get it?
I'm still waiting.
You're still waiting? Yeah, Walsh, the Minister of Planning, right? Yeah. Decided to go to Canada and bring in a medical marijuana specialist.
Yes.
To start a medical marijuana. What should you know of St. Vincent already doing medical marijuana?
Yeah, of course. They're way ahead of us. Way ahead of us.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know.
Way ahead of us. Yep.
Number 2, Wall Street. They're talking about a shuffle, right? What do you know? Land, right? Land titles, right? After you done do your land title in Ministry of Agriculture, where to go after? What ministry to go after? Legal Affairs. The Prime Minister and she wisdom
put all them together.
Take land from agriculture and put it in the Ministry of Legal Affairs. So when you go to do your land title, or your land deed, or your land this, or your land that,
boom, 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 boom.
One time, you're in Legal Affairs.
Boom, boom.
One shot.
Them PNM, I tell you, them PNM people, you know, sometimes I just think.
And them is to realize that, you know.
You know, when I tell you plenty of them have PhD in dotishology, it's because of things like this. You understand? And then the fourth estate talking one side of dotishness.
Exactly, Uncle Wall Street. You miss out with me. I went off on the fourth estate because Wall Street, we have to stand up because Wall Street, our murder toll as we speak is 270 something. Last year around this time it was almost 500.
469 back then. Yeah, look at it. 469 to 270. The 1st of September 2025, 270. The 1st of September 2024, 469. Down 42%. What the fourth estate saying about that?
And the fourth estate is keeping this quiet.
They're quiet, boy. They're quiet.
Wall Street, we as the soldiers of, and we don't know soldiers of the UNC, you know, Wall Street. We the soldiers of good governance, you know.
Correct is right. That is it.
Truth to power.
So we had to stand up and defend this. Because I'm still trying to figure out how come a learned judge sent a document to the DPP. Meaning nobody get locked up, nobody get questioned. But David Lee won his case. I'll come back up again.
Yeah.
No, something I wrong, boy. Something wrong, Wall Street. Later.
Yeah, man. Something wrong. Watch the fourth estate. Cabinet overhaul. Cabinet overhaul. And the Prime Minister stated, it was strategic. You understand? But you know, boy, you see why? You know? But the fourth estate, we have all you under check. We no longer all you could just print something and all you give away with it. Nah. Them days done. Cancel Christmas for them days. But folks, I want you all to listen to this one, eh? Listen to this one. This is not from a UNC person. Yeah? 2025 murder toll could be the lowest in decades. Who's that? Most of them wonder, boy. I wonder. Take a listen to this.
Crime analysts are hopeful that this year may see the lowest murder toll recorded in over a decade. As of last Friday, the murder toll stood at 274. The comparative toll for the same period was 481. If current trends continue, then the annual projection is approximately 360 murders. And even if one is to factor in typical late-year fluctuations, the lower range, if pace slows, should be about 345, while the upper range, if pace rises, may be about 375. Regardless, barring any unforeseen incidents, this year's tolls and its lower and upper class limits are expected to be a significant win for the T&T Police Service, TTPS, and the state. In 2015, the murder toll was 421. In 2016, 464. In 2017, 497. In 2018, 517. In 2019, 539. In 2020, 403. In 2021, 452. In 2022, 605. And in 2023, the toll was 577. In 2024, history was made when the murder toll hit 626 deaths by year's end, the largest such figure recorded in this country. More than 40 women and 10 children were among the victims. Guns continue to be the weapon of choice for criminal elements and were responsible for over 80% of killings. Additionally, the types of weaponry being utilized by criminal elements led to at least 94 incidents in which there were multiple casualties. At least 33 double homicides were reported, 8 triple homicides, 4 quadruple homicides, and 2 quintuple homicides. Police also noted that during the period January 1st and December 26th, there were 616 incidents of woundings and shootings which resulted in 713 victims being injured. Tobago also experienced a record high number of murders, with 26 persons being killed within the year. By the end of the year, December 30th, a state of emergency (SEW) was called under the then People's National Movement Administration in a bid by the state to push back against criminal elements. It lasted until April 13, 2025. The results, however, were evident. In January, the murder toll dropped to 33. The following month saw 28 murders. March saw 32 murders, the lowest ever recorded in that month for 10 years. April saw 32 murders in total, which was once again the lowest number of deaths recorded in that month over a decade. This was the same month that the SEW came to an end, which means the TTPS was able to keep up its operational initiatives. May saw 30 murders recorded. June saw 29 murders, again the lowest for that month over 10 years. By the end of July, when the second SOE was declared, this time under the new United National Congress administration and in a reported bid to stop a plot by a criminal network operating inside the nation's prisons to murder key law enforcement and justice officials, there were 39 murders. Both August and September also saw record low homicides with 23 and 20 murders reported. And the first 3 days of October have only seen 3 murders reported. An analysis of this data show marked reductions in murders, violent crime, and firearm-related offenses for 2025. The question now to be asked: how influential was the role of the two SOEs declared in this country in December 2024 and July 2025 in achieving these numbers, and how best can these gains be continued after this current SOE comes to an end? Both emergency periods corresponded with sustained decreases in killings, shootings, and robberies, as well as an increase in narcotic and firearm seizures. Murder trends at 10-year lows. From January to October 2, 2025, 274 murders were recorded compared to 478 for the same period in 2024, 43% decrease. The longitudinal data, 2015 to 2025, show that September 2025, which fell fully within the second SOE period, had 20 murders, the second lowest monthly total in over a decade. The only number lower was November 2015, when only 19 murders were recorded. Other sub-30 months included February 28, August 23, and June 29. Every month this year has recorded fewer than 40 murders, a figure last seen in October 2023 when 34 murders were recorded that month. By contrast, from 2016 to 2019, and again between 2022 and 2024, every month exceeded 30 murders. Analysts noted that these 2025 figures mirrored the reduced activity last seen during the COVID-19 restrictions of 2020 to 2021, suggesting that controlled movement and intensive policing under emergency powers can have a significant impact in the suppression of violent crime. Even so, despite the restrictions put in place for those 2 years, the tolls never dropped below 400 deaths. Hopeful outlook. Speaking with the Express, Regional Security Consultant Dr. 𝐔𝐈𝐕𝐄 said that the data shows that the two SOEs would have had a serious impact in crime-fighting initiatives. Similar to the pandemic years, when restrictions on movement and activities produced comparable drops in crime, the SOEs undoubtedly contributed to limiting the space in which criminal activity could thrive. However, it is also important to acknowledge the more concentrated and coordinated efforts of the TTPS. Under its new leadership, the service has adopted a firm zero-tolerance approach, and while the integration of intelligence and operations has not yet reached its full potential, marked improvements are already evident, Hira said. He said the true test will be when the current SOE expires. Sustaining these gains beyond the expiration of an SOE will be the real test of law enforcement's resilience and strategic capacity. Even so, the TTPS must be commended for its progress in making serious inroads against the illegal narcotics trade. Yet to truly consolidate this momentum, the next decisive step must be breaking the back of transnational organized crime, particularly where it intersects with corruption and white-collar criminality. These dimensions of crime, often overlooked, undermine governance, fuel instability, and enable the very gang structures and illicit networks that the TTPS is currently pushing back against. A parallel thrust against corruption, both public and private, will send a strong message of accountability and restore confidence in institutions, Hira said. Dr. Randy C. Prasad, criminologist and coordinator of the criminology unit at the University of the West Indies, expressed similar sentiments when interviewed by the Express. However, he warned that the gains achieved by SOEs can be temporary if the root causes of crime are not addressed. C. Prasad said that crime often falls under an SOE because the measure delivers two complementary effects: incapacitation and deterrence. It's not a surprise at all that crime has gone down under an SOE. It is expected for a number of reasons, and it really has to do with both incapacitation and deterrence, he explained. But the criminologist warned studies show that the effects are often temporary and limited. SOEs don't really solve the underlying problems that really drive the crime situation, he said, calling the measure a short-term approach. He nonetheless acknowledged that the reductions seen are not confined to homicides alone. SOEs do indeed result in reduction in crimes, and not just homicides, in many crimes across the board, especially the type of crimes some may consider predatory crimes, he added. C. Prasad cautioned that not all offenses are equally affected. Crimes that occur within families and closed circles, he cited domestic violence and child abuse, typically may not necessarily be deterred under an SOE because those harms are less exposed to the public-facing policing tactics and powers that underpin the wider deterrent and incapacitating effects. He said an SOE can produce measurable short-term reductions by removing organizers and increasing the immediate cost of offending, but it does not address the deeper drivers of crime that require longer-term solutions.
So there you have it, folks. And listen to this. You see, that is what we should be talking about, right? Than worrying about whether Dr. 𝐶𝐈𝐕𝐄 release the budget date or not the budget date. Not saying that that's not important, but that is what's important under this government. Listen, when people in foreign feel safe to come back home, that's what we call foreign direct investment, FDI, because they bring in US dollars to Trinidad and Tobago. That's what happens. There's an improvement in the economy from people coming back home because they feel safer. So look at that. That's the important thing. And that didn't happen under the PNM. It didn't happen under the PNM. But let me quickly read this for you. Let me play this voice note first. I want to read this for you all.
Good night again, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. Before the partnership government left office in 2015, they had an orthopedic program, for limbs for diabetics, people who lost their limbs, and so that was almost completed before they left there. And when the PNM came in, they scrapped that. They scrapped everything that was beneficial to people of this country, except, of course, their friends, their financiers, and the family, right? And Mrs. Prasad Bissessa kept her promise. Look, as soon as she came back, she approached the Indian government to help her with this orthopedic program. But people were studying. Imagine 800 people. That's not small change, And they want to know how much money was spent to bring Modi into this country. Look at how many laptops and other benefits we are getting from it. I want to hear Penny talk about the orthopedic program. I want to hear her. I wish that they had, or I am asking if they have prosthetics for some people, their mouth and their brains. Because like they need a replacement. God, I never see a bunch of people that acting so stupid. And imagine was there in office for 9 years and 7 months. No wonder the country in the state it's in. Thanks a lot.
Folks, put your closing comments in the chat and put your closing quotes and send your closing voice note. Monica, when you finish with our crochet table, send it for you. And I have a next one to show you from Caribbean Soul. I will show you that on Thursday. But listen to this, Grant for artificial limbs from 2015 to 2025. The following government-supported program were available during this period. Government-supported program, Yeah? You had to go to the government and you had to jump through hoops. Yeah? You had to jump through PNM hoops. PNM red hoops. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, and all the viewers.
Yeah.
Either Solar the UNC, that's why we vote on the PLA because we want good government. We want good government for the country, not so?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, picture with a man there. That is the man who holding back progress. Mr. Washington, that's waiting. I have more to say. You see, Europe getting shorter every Monday is the budget now.
Yeah.
All right. We may supply a motive for Malcolm X.
Which one?
To suffer peacefully.
Okay.
Right. To look over KFC yesterday. But KFC, let's go out and make it happen. I don't know where Brooklyn I'm going on. Brooklyn saying the cold now, right? Bless.
Hmm.
KFC attacking Brooklyn now. But it's not a stormy.
Yeah.
Started grant Ministry of Social Development. This program provides financial aid for artificial limbs and is intended to help with rehabilitation and social reintegration. The grant has provided up to 40,000 TTD with requirements including a referral from the Ministry of Health. Temporary support and referral. In 2024, the ministry confirmed its practice of assisting citizens, including helping a mother from Maraval apply for a prosthetic grant funding. Right? India, Trinidad and Tobago collaboration in October 2025, under the current government, a 50-day artificial limb fitment camp was launched in collaboration with the government of India. While this is not a PNM-funded grant, the PNM government facilitated and supported the initiative. This program here provides free, Tommy.
Free.
Right, Tommy?
Free.
Yes, this program provides free prosthetic limbs to over 800 beneficiaries with the long-term goal of establishing a permanent artificial limb center in Trinidad and Tobago. Under who? Under which government? Under
UNC.
which government?
UNC.
For me, P&M Red Fox and them could talk all what they want. They could talk from now. They could talk from yesterday. They could talk from today. They could talk. Who sing that song? Chicana?
Yep. Talk your talk.
It's only talk. And where P&M Red Party gone? She too. Talk. No more talking. Please. I have another quick video here to play before I go. Where that one is, boy? That fella from Chumakak. Hold on, I have to get the next one here. That fella from Chumakak. Where I get that one? Maybe I had that one in shorts, boy. Let me see something. Nah, I ain't pop that one, boy. Alright, I gotta play that on Tuesday. How's the next fella there? Oh, here we go. Oh no, that one too long. Alright. I gotta pop that one on Tuesday. The king returns to Chumaka Clavanto. Yeah. Soul, I ain't gonna pop your all the soul building something else. I ain't gonna put it up yet, soul. I ain't gonna put it up yet. I'll go put it up next time. Alright, I just got a release day by let me read this for you all quick here. This is breaking news. Let me get this for you all quick here. Hold on, folks, put your closing comments and send your closing quotes. Put your closing comment and send your closing quotes. No, that is not it there, no? I think it's here. Let me see. Here it is. So, folks, breaking news from Kenali. The headline is about manslaughter charges and the diver's death, Mr. DPP. Now that DPP, Roger Gaspard, is in a gear to adopt a term of my young friends, there should be renewed focus on manslaughter charges with respect to the pariah diver's death. The Commission of Inquiry, headed by legal luminary Jerome Lynch, KC, made that recommendation in a stunning report just over a year ago. The matter may well have become statute barred, but justice have not been served in what was one of the world's most horrendous diving tragedy. The inquiry cost taxpayers $15.6 million, but there is no price on the nation's heartbreak, especially in the light of the cold indifference by authorities of the day. 15 health and safety charges were eventually brought against 2 top managers and the company, but that matter is languishing in the court. Trinidad and Tobago justice style. Lynch and fellow commissioners found sufficient ground to determine that there was criminal negligence. Gaspard wrote to then police boss earlier Haywood Christopher asking for a criminal probe to be determined whether charges of manslaughter by gross negligence should be initiated. That was the last we heard of the authorities' response to the horrifying 2022 death of Yusuf Henry, Rishi Nagasa, Kazim Ali Jr., and Faisal Kurban. Trinidad and Tobago will not easily forget that the divers were left to die with no efforts made to save their life. The pain, anguish, and outrage remains raw and real. Mr. DPP, the nation is still waiting for justice. That is breaking news by one Kennedy. So, folks, we're going to take that break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. Don't forget to send the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this show.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Tommy, you know something, Tommy? If there are any what's the state, boy? Inspiring future talk show hosts, you know, we get them, send me a message, and we get you a chance to be a co-host. You understand? But it ain't gonna be easy, you know, Tommy. I know if they could full COP shoes, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, he got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah. So, folks, if you think you could compete with COP, yeah, try it. All right. So let me give my closing quote. My closing quote is this one. All right. Let me see. I had to look for this one too. I see a picture with KFC and Van Damme. I'm gonna hit. KFC, I gotta put that up next time, but okay. Let me see this one. Is it this one? All right, here it is. Here it is, huh? Hold on.
Nothing from the Lord. A new week begins, and I choose to walk under your direction. Nothing from the past can hold me back, because your power pushes me forward. Even if the previous days were challenging, know that your purpose is greater than any obstacle. Strengthen my mind and renew my strength, Father. Fill my heart with confidence, wisdom, and steady faith. Let your presence guide every step and light every decision. When the paths seem closed, remind me that you are the God who opens doors where no one expects. Teach me to trust your timing and to recognize your signs. Let courage and determination from above bloom within me. May this week be marked by achievements, direction, and new opportunities. May every step be grounded in your will, and every choice produce blessings and prosperity. Turn what seemed like a limit into a new beginning, and may everything I do bring honor to your name. I declare, in the name of Jesus, that this will be a week of victories, renewal, and fulfilled purpose. Because when the Lord goes before me, nothing can stand against me. In Jesus' name, amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. I like to stay, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
These two are by Dolly Parton, and I know everybody knows who Dolly Parton is. She says, find out who you are and do it on purpose. She also went on further to say, if you see someone without a smile today, give them yours. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Stay strong. Stay safe. Wherever you're too hot, stay cool. Wherever you're too cold, get warm. But for the most part, live in love. We'll see each other on Thursday, God willing, right here in the village. Good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Okay. Let me see what's in here in the chat. Don Alexander says, good night to Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all viewers and fans. Have a safe and blessed night. Friendship is not about people who act true to your face. It's about people who remain true behind your back. Good night, you all. Hope everyone had a great day and get good night rest. Sweet dreams.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. What a good program, man. I'll have a blessed night until Thursday meet again, man. Move a defender. When I was burning fire and pulling on the PNM, and I shame what was in the making. Yeah, you say KFC, you're doing a good job. Continue what you're doing. That man, God bless me with a roof over my head. I could say, I can also under the PNM. I could go and vote for the PNM. No, I don't like the PNM policies. I know evil and wicked is. So right now, my thing, don't pursue all illegal process. Is that that man holding back me to move forward? I was to get a judgment yesterday to know if I will still be in hell or will come out of hell. So, Mr. Washington, you can play my favorite thing for me, for Malcolm X, to suffer peacefully.
Oh, God. Okay, I see good. Okay, folks, here's the closing comment. Let me go through these closing comments here. We have a lot, folks. Mr. Intellectual says, blind men see nothing, visionless people are worse. Ray Robinson says, blessings. Bujam John says, be safe, everyone. S. Smooth says, Warshik and Tommy, stay blessed, live long and prosperous. Thank you.
Thank you, Smooth.
And those closing comments. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Albert Einstein. Cool Runner says the greatest prison people live in is the fear of what other people think. Thank you. Anthony Ford says, good night, everyone. Be safe out there. Tommy Mohammed, my closing comment. The blind PNM should never see the corridors of office ever again. George Ramdeen says, Miss KPBSC, Honorable PM of TNT, is an amazing woman. She is truly royal and has my full support. God bless you, my beloved PM. Anthony Ford says, Wall Street, blessed night to you and T. Professor Washington and Tommy, great program. Good night. Bye. The Santa Cruz says, till Thursday, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated. Caribbean Soul says, if you kill a cockroach, you are a hero. But if you kill a butterfly, you are bad. Morality has aesthetic standards. Yeah. Anthony Ford's good night to the crew. Bye. Be safe. Tommy Mohammed says, my next closing comment is this. The blight and cursed Fort Estate, which is owned by the Syrians, should die a slow and horrible death. Okay. Oh God, Tommy, have our next one by. Is this, my closing comment is this. Mrs. Bessessa is a blessed leader and she do what is right for Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. I said this one already. PNM developer whole country and give grants for artificial limbs. We thank India for their gifts. Oh, you know what? I forget to talk this one, Caribbean Soul. This is what they don't like when Kamala helping black people. I was supposed to address that. We gotta address it next time. Okay, folks, I think that is it. Okay. Yeah, they will lead us step along the way. Let the Prime Minister make the decision. Folks, we are out of here. We see you on Thursday. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day,